Alright, so if you're a beginner 3D artist or an editor with some 3D skills, doesn't matter which, but you have no idea how to actually bring your 3D into a real video, well, guess what? Today I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. Let's jump into After Effects. First and start super simple. We are gonna integrate a 3D object into a static shot, and first thing you need to render out the chunk of footage that you wanna work with. I really hope you already know how to render in After Effects, because if you don't, just close this video. Seriously. Okay, assuming you have your video, let's open Blender. Start by creating a camera and then go into the camera settings. Here, set the background to your video clip. Important, make sure you set it as a movie clip, so the video actually plays as you scrub through the timeline, not just a static image. Now, the next step, we need to match the resolution of our Blender scene to the resolution of the original footage. You can check it easily in After Effects by just clicking on your video file. You'll see the resolution info pop up right there. Set the same resolution in Blender, and there you go. Your video should now stretch correctly in the background, just like I stretch my video length, because YouTube refuses to promote anything under 5 minutes. Anyway, now we can start building the scene. Actually, for this example, we just need a simple plane to catch shadows. Stretch it out and move it to match where the floor will be in the video. Eyeball it, doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I'll be real with you, I was way too lazy to model anything myself for this video, so I just went to Sketchfab and downloaded a random 3D model. If you haven't noticed by now, I am pretty lazy when it comes to recording tutorials. Like, this entire video took me 40 minutes to make, mistakes included. I didn't even try, but it doesn't matter. I'm here to show you the workflow, not a polished final product. Your workflow will probably be slower, better, and your result way cleaner. That's the point. While I was rambling just now, I already found a 3D model of a giant mushroom. Yeah, that's right, a mushroom. I couldn't think of anything cooler to add into the scene, so we get a mushroom today. Import it into Blender, scale it, move it, place it wherever it looks good to. Now for the magic trick, on the plane enable shadow catcher. This will make the plane invisible and only catch shadows caused by objects. For basic lighting, I grabbed a random forest search array from Blender kit. Picked one that looked halfway decent. To make sure the background stays transparent in the final render, go to the Film tab and enable Transparent. Super important if you don't want a weird background baked into your renders. Now lightening your object realistically is crucial. I used an add-on called Better Lightning to simulate light filtered through tree leaves. Yeah, I thought it would add realism. Spoiler alert, it didn't. The lighting turned out kinda mid, but it's fine. At this point, make sure you double check your frame rate and number of frames so it matches your video footage. Anyway, I rendered the animation, even though it's just a static mushroom. Yeah, totally wasted time on them, and also messed up the frame duration. But whatever, I just used a freeze frame inside After Effects to fix it. Now I slightly adjusted the camera angle to fix the shadow position, because it was looking a bit off. Then to place the mushroom behind our actor or subject in the video, I used Rotobrush to cut them out. If you wanna learn exactly how to use Rotobrush, I have a 2-minute video on my channel already. Go check it out. Now that we have everything set up, it's time to blend the mushroom into the scene. This can be tricky. The original footage already has color gradient baked into it, and any new object will automatically look out of place. So let's fix them. First I used curves to bring down the highlights a bit and match the contrast. Then I added some basic blur, because stuff further away in this shot is slightly out of focus. Yeah, I also tossed on a colorist effect, mostly just messing around to nudge the colors closer to the scene. Played with the settings a bit until it looked okay. Yeah, not amazing, but okay. Finally I slapped my own color gradient over everything, and boom. That's it for the basic static shot. Now let's crank it up a bit. Let's talk about moving camera shots and how to integrate 3D objects into those. For this, you'll need After Effects Camera Tracker. First thing, make sure you enable detailed analysis in the tracker settings. This gives better results, especially if you are planning to stick something onto a wall or floor. Once it's done solving, you'll see a bunch of tracking points. Pick a group of points where the surface matches your intended object placement, like a flat wall if you want to stick something there. Right click and create a camera and solid. Now we need to export the camera data from After Effects into Blender. It's easier than it sounds. You'll need a script. I'll leave the link in the description. Just go to File, Scripts, Run Script File, select the script, and it will pop up a little window. Choose your export location, hit export, and done. In Blender, you'll also need an add-on to import the After Effects camera. Once it's installed, go to File, Import, After Effects Camera Export, and grab your file. Now you have the tracked camera and playing in Blender. Don't forget to match the resolution and frame rate again. Seriously, double check the stuff, or your animation will look off. Set your video as the background, this time in the front view, and lower the opacity a bit so you can see both the video and your scene at the same time. For this scene I grabbed the spider model, probably not the best model, low poly count, crappy textures, but hey, it's pre-animated, so I saved my time. I played the spider climbing up the wall, just a simple sliding animation upwards, easy stuff. By the way, good textures and good models make a massive difference. If your model sucks, no amount of post-processing will fully save it. Anyway, same setup, enable transparent background, set frame count correctly, add some lightning, enable shadow catcher. Why am I even repeating this? We literally just went through all of this 2 minutes ago. Okay, render time. Depending on your PC, it might take a while. Mine took a whole day to speed out the spider animation. Once you import it back into After Effects, you might notice it kinda looks like crap. Yeah, it happens, but don't panic. Use curves again to match it closer to your footage. I also realized my spider was way too red compared to the scene, so I threw on a 3-tone effect, chose a random blue tint and blended it lightly with the original colors. And again, blur is your best friend here. This time I used the standard Gaussian blur that's available by default in After Effects. Simple but effective. By the way, for the people complaining in my last video they used paid plugins without mentioning it in the title, yo, they are free if you know how to Google. Just saying. Anyway, after a bit of rotoscoping, again using Rotobrush, I cut out the person in front of the spider, pretty clean cut, if I say so myself. After final color grading, which yeah, might not be technically correct, because the original footage is already graded, we end up with a result that looks pretty decent. And here's a little sauce for you, a secret that no one really talks about, but it can make your video or edit or 3D scene look 200% better. It's not even that complicated. Yeah, I'm talking about